Welcome back to the Tom's Refurb Trade Up Challenge. I'm standing in front of my most valuable trade up yet, this 1969 Chevy Corvette powered by the numbers matching 427 Big Block and a 4-speed manual transmission. In the last video of this car, I did a haphazard paint job to the front end that did not match at all, and that, paired with the horrible Corvette summer tail panel, has made this thing just about impossible to trade. That is until today, where I have finally found something worthy of my Corvette, and we have to embark on a slight road trip to get it. So why don't we go get it now? Let's go! Nice out today. Perfect weather for no T-tops. All right, you ready, cameraman?
Yeah.
Let's go. I underestimated how super hot it was with the T-tops off. Yeah, this is definitely a summertime car. It's already way more fun than when we drove it and it was 40 degrees out and raining. Before we really start driving, let's get some gas. Because this thing is not very economical. How far away do you think I could hold the nozzle?
Oh God, don't do it.
The car's filled up now and cameraman just went to get me sunglasses and him because it's super sunny.
Now, as a connoisseur of gas station sunglasses, I have pretty good style and choices. So Tom, which would you prefer?
Oh, that's a tough choice. I think those suit you more. I'll take these.
All right, cool.
Thank you. I like these a lot. Thank you, cameraman.
You're welcome.
Dude, I want to go on a 3-hour road trip. Too bad it's only 40 minutes. We've got our follow car. Declan and Josh in the Sentra. Hopefully you can hear me over all of the wind going through this car, but we're meeting this guy halfway as normal, and thankfully for us, that's only 40 minutes from where we are right now. So I hope we have smooth sailing in this Corvette because honestly, I have not driven it since we drove it home. I really never cared for this Corvette that much, especially after I spray painted it the wrong color. I really grew to dislike it after that, but hey. She's still a ripper. I'm gonna try to explain this quickly at this red light. Basically, if you're not familiar with the Trade Up Challenge, I started with my cameraman's... started with my cameraman's Camaro, traded that for a pickup truck, traded the pickup truck. Yeah! Turn off traction control! I don't know who that is. Basically, I started with my cameraman's Camaro, traded that for a pickup, traded the pickup for a pickup and a cop car. Traded the cop car for an LS Swap Camaro, traded the LS Swap Camaro for this, and now we're gonna go trade for a new car. I hope that explanation made sense, but also if it didn't, just go watch the other videos. This thing sounds so cool. It was pretty deafening when we had to drive it for 2.5 hours, but like just cruising out here, it's awesome. I'm starting to regret the fact that I never drove this.
One minute later.
Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. It's rod knocking.
No, it's not.
It's about to... Oh no. You gotta be kidding me. So basically, probably 1 minute ago, in my mind, I had the thought, is that an engine knock? And then I had the other thought, nah, there's no way. And then 30 seconds after that, I tried to pull away from a stoplight or something, or I downshifted, and then it sounded horrible. And it currently sounds like it is about to throw a rod through the block. You want to trade for a blown up Corvette? Yeah, I'll trade you right now. Huh? I'll trade you.
In 64, they only made 2,600 of them.
Yeah, it's rare.
This is the numbers matching Big Block.
Nice, man.
It's a keeper.
Damn, if only it wasn't a keeper. Let's ID this once and for all. It has oil, the oil's a little dirty, so it's not low on oil. But, cameraman, get up close to that motor. Listen to this. This is terrible. That, folks, is what no oil pressure and rod knock sounds like. I probably should not have started it 2 times since hearing it. That means this trade is screwed, and this Corvette is cursed. I had a bad feeling about this trade. I had a feeling before we left that something was gonna go wrong. I didn't know it was gonna go this wrong, though. Oh, let me call this guy and tell him that the car has rod knock now. I kinda doubt he'll still wanna trade. But, hey, you never know.
You jinxed us with the whole smooth sailing thing.
Yeah, I said it was gonna be smooth sailing. We got gas station sunglasses and everything. Can't fake this.
Been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Uh-oh, he didn't pick up. Oh my God.
Hey, bud.
Hey, it's Tom with the Corvette.
Yeah, I'm here. I was just trying to let you know.
I am really sorry, but I have bad news that has just developed.
What's that?
We're on the way to you, and I pulled off from a stoplight, and this Corvette started rod knocking, and it sounds like it has no oil pressure. So, I mean, I'm sure you probably don't want to trade for that. Yeah, I'm so sorry. It just happened. We were en route to you, and just 2 minutes ago, it started knocking on me.
Okie dokie, buddy.
I'm so sorry that you had to make that trip.
That's okay.
I'm
actually impressed on how well it ran coming this far.
Oh, man, that sucks. That means I really wanted more. All right, well, I apologize for wasting your time. I wish I could have seen this coming.
Oh, man, it's okay.
All right, well, you have a safe trip home, all right?
All right, you too.
All right, thanks. Fuck! Dude! Well, it turns out the trade-up challenge is going to be a trade-down challenge and then continue as a trade-up challenge. Well, that's bad. This is what we were going to trade for, by the way. A really nice Nova that didn't need anything. Just so you know, this trade-up challenge was about to hit an even better level. Well, folks, this trade-up has failed. This Corvette has failed. And the Corvette has proven itself to be even worse than it was when I painted it the wrong color. So I know all of the comments on this video are gonna be, Tom, why don't you just restore the whole Corvette and rebuild the 427 and do all of the bodywork and paint again and make it perfect? You could trade it for something so much better. The issue with that is I wouldn't be adhering to my $500 budget rule, and I don't want to break it. That's part of this trade-up challenge. And also, this car is on my shit list right now. Come on. Mixed up the wrong paint, looks terrible. Drive to trade it up, motor almost seizes. That's ridiculous. This car's bad luck. I'm gonna have to trade it down because it has a rod knocking 427. Who wants that? The value of this car has just plummeted as it sits from about 20 grand to maybe, potentially, possibly 10 grand. But the good news with that is I am only invested into this car $3,372. So even if I trade it for something worth $5,000, it's technically a trade up. However, that really sucks because we were on a super awesome trajectory. But if I'm being honest with you guys, I kind of like shitty cars anyways. So am I mad that we're gonna get back into some crappy ratty muscle car? No, I really like ratty muscle cars. But this is bad. Now we have to get it home. If you didn't already know, this challenge is about hustling. It's not about restoring things properly and making things perfect. It's about starting with something not great and ending with something great. And in a challenge like this, you run into roadblocks like the one we just ran into. Now, the restorer would rebuild the motor and paint the car and make it perfect, but that would cost money. The hustler is trying to not spend money and make the best of the situation. So in order to make the best of the situation, I'm going to list this car on Marketplace right now for half the price that it was for a trade. And hopefully in this video, we'll still trade for something semi-cool and keep this thing rolling, because I don't want to restore a Corvette. I want to trade, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. Trade, maybe. trailer and a truck. That makes things like this easier. I don't like the Corvette even more now. The reality of the situation and my disappointment are now hitting me. I was really expecting to have a Pro Street Nova today, and instead I have an ugly Corvette with a blown up motor. I didn't even do anything cool. I didn't even like bank shift it or anything. I wasn't even really beating on it. I got on it kind of like once. That's not a Big Block Corvette or a Pro Street Nova. I am not a Chevy guy, especially not now. I felt myself starting to transform just a little bit, and then all of that went away. That made me feel a little better. Please do not comment, just rebuild the 427 and repaint a car. It's not that simple. That takes so much time and a whole bunch of money. And honestly, at this point, I never want to see this car ever again because it has been a boatload of problems for me. Don't comment that, please.
2 days later.
Hello. It has been 2 days since this thing basically blew up its own engine, and it's been sitting here untouched since we unloaded it. You may remember I posted it on Marketplace for about half the value it was posted before in hopes of trading it down. Now yesterday when I was just doing some office work, I had a couple trade offers come in, some interesting, some terrible, and then I found somebody that offered me something pretty cool and pretty unique. And the catch to that was that they lived in Florida, but for some odd reason, they were not worried about making a trip. So I agreed to trade with this guy, and this guy sent one of his employees with a U-Haul trailer and this car here. So he is driving from Florida right now, and he actually will be here very shortly. I have had to do absolutely no legwork so far on this trade, and hopefully it is a lateral trade from this. And if the car is as nice as it seems, it might honestly be a lateral trade from the Camaro that we traded this for. So it might not even be that much of a trade down at all. So hopefully this all goes well. Hopefully this car is not a huge lemon, but from what I've seen, it's pretty cool. Definitely an acquired taste, but it's pretty cool. So any minute now, they are gonna show up at the shop. We did not have to drive anywhere, which kind of takes some adventure out of it, but we can't drive that car anyways. So I will see you when this trade up comes to me. I am very excited because I don't have to do any work right now. I thought I was gonna have to like tow that Corvette somewhere and have someone look at it and realize that it sucked and then they wouldn't want to trade me and it would be a huge waste of time. But this person's coming to me from like, how far away is Florida? Like 16 hours.
Yeah.
And the car that is on its way here is allegedly even nicer than this one. It's just not as desirable. Just got a phone call, they are about to pull up. Y'all aren't ready for this crazy ass car. You haven't even seen it yet. You'll see. It's something very interesting and unique.
Oh. What do you mean? Oh, you guys are gonna like the wheel.
I like this a lot.
Ford Fairlane. Sounds good. Adios, Corvette, summer Corvette with mismatched paint and a spun bearing 427 that I think is half seized now because you saw it just try to start. Ooh, whatever. Oh no. You're very wet, Mr. Viewer. We have legit the easiest trade up yet. It's trade down.
No.
Let's go for a ride because this thing is pretty damn nice. This thing is fuel injected. It's got the factory 289, but it has an aftermarket top end kit and FiTech fuel injection, which is super awesome. Oh. Now, he said it has air conditioning too. All right, that's insane. Dude, it has ice cold AC. I've legit never had a hot rod with AC. Dude, that's insane, okay. Dude, check that out. It's got a little LED indicator. I don't know what that sound is. Oh, that sounds weird. I'll just shut off. I don't know what the fuck that noise is. Battery's dead now.
I don't like this car.
Hey, watch your mouth, dude. Looks to me like you got plenty of legroom back there. Let's just see how far it'll coast back to the shop. We're going backwards now. Honestly, these wheels are a little bit ugly. A little bit ugly. However, the guy said he paid $6,000 for them recently. Dude, this is great. And it appears that is as far as we're gonna make it. Everybody say hello to the newest trade up or trade down, whatever you might call it. This 1962 Ford Fairlane all the way from St. Augustine, Florida to here right now. I'm super excited because this car was just painted. It has brand new wheels and tires. It's got a 289 V8 with a blueprint top end. It's got FiTech fuel injection and it has cold air conditioning. As you just saw though, we're gonna have to tinker with it to make it a little bit more roadworthy. It might be out of gas, or it might just run bad. I don't know yet. And it also needs a battery, and I wanna put it up on the lift and see what it looks like underneath. Couple patches in the floor. It's solid. It's already got loud mufflers on it. That's sweet. Still has drum brakes on all four corners. That's not awesome, but I mean, it doesn't bug me that much because it seemed to stop pretty good. It did sound like tires were rubbing really bad. Oh! The wheel was about to fall off. Oh, I wonder what that noise was. I don't know if I've said it already, but the guy said he paid $6,800 for these wheels. And I know that they're a little bit much. They're just a little bit gaudy. You don't have to tell me, I already know. But they are very, very nice. Like, very nice. I think they're 20s. Huge wheels, brand new tires. I can't say I love them that much. I think they're a little ridiculous for the car, but they are nice. Overall though, the car is so clean. A couple little spots on the floor, but like, the body and paint is fresh. Oh, look at this one. This one's about to fall off too. Another hand loose wheel. This is insane. I caught so much when I posted that bet for trade. Over the course of the past 2 days on Facebook Marketplace, I've just been getting lit up. All these people saying, why do you want to try and trade a Corvette with a blown motor for something that runs and drives? Boom, you can do it. Facebook Marketplace is a magic land full of awesome cars and awesome people. This car just traveled 18 hours to here, and it runs and drives and has cold air conditioning and it's clean. I'm very, very happy with this. Couple minor things to tackle, but for now, I'm gonna look for wheels. Just checking on what the guy said. He said he got these wheels custom made, but I found close to the same wheels, and they are $1,200 a piece. That's insane. So that's roughly $5 grand for those wheels alone, and they are brand spanking new. He probably is not too far off saying the wheels were $6,000. So I'm currently trying to find wheels that will suit the car better and not be so ridiculous looking. Like, I don't hate these wheels, I just don't think they fit the car that well, and I think something a little bit more old school and a little bit more toned down are gonna make it easier to trade. So with this in mind, I'm sure he did pay $6,000 for these wheels. That's a lot of money. I could never resell these wheels for $6,000. Hell, I could never resell these wheels for $3,000, even though they're brand new. I think at most, I might be able to list them up for sale for $1,500, maybe $2,000, and even that's a stretch because the number of people that want to buy wheels like this is pretty slim. I think as long as we spend under $1,000 on wheels, we will still come out ahead because those are totally $6,000 wheels, even though they're a little crazy. Josh just reminded me that I actually bought Mustang lug pattern wheels 2 weeks ago, and I genuinely just forgot. So I don't know how they'll look on this, but I paid $300 for them. And you might say, Tom, you're totally making that up, but we literally just had that realization while surfing Marketplace for wheels. I don't like this.
There's a chance they might.
I don't know, that offset might not work. All the comments are gonna say these are ugly, too.
Way better than the gold ones.
Those tires are like tall. Yeah. I don't make the wheels though. I totally forgot that I owned these. Interesting, I might toss one in the back. Let's see. Look at how easy it is to remove this probably. This wasn't one of the loose ones either. I don't like this. Why did it stop? Is there a trick to this? Or am I just an idiot? Yeah, I was tightening it. That's weird. Gotta love a wheel with no torque spec. Just hammer it until it's tight, and then they fall off when you're driving, and you get into a horrible accident and you destroy your $6,000 wheels.
Oh my god.
Check this thing out!
What is this? What? The rims.
We just traded the vet for this. Guess how far they drove with this car? From Florida.
No. To just a trade?
Uh-huh. And they didn't watch the videos. They don't know what Tom's refurb is. The guy just wanted a Corvette more than he wanted this.
The Corvette,
With
the trade-up challenge.
Yes, with the seized 427 that would not start when they showed up. But it's got a fuel-injected 289, freshly painted. These wheels and tires actually cost $6,000, but we are taking them off because they're gaudy.
Why? They kind of make the car.
You actually like the wheels?
Yeah.
I don't know. We think they're a little much.
They go with the paint. That paint is pretty nice, too.
Those look like they fit pretty well on the back. I think the tire would look fine on the back. The front one just has too much height. Putting these on is a lot easier than sourcing and going and buying wheels off Marketplace today. So we're gonna ignore the fact that this car, although fancy and fuel injected and air conditioned, still has the stock drum brakes. And I'm going to spray paint the drum brakes so they look better. I have a huge stockpile of wheel spacers in the shop already, but these only cost $50. We can add that to the total. I'm hoping the 1-inch spacer is just the perfect amount to make those wheels fit, because I do want to use those wheels since they only cost me $300. Wheel spacer. I'm gonna have to clean the snot out of these wheels if we do use them, because they are filthy, but... Ooh! Seems like they should work. Sounds like it'll work. All right, I'm gonna tighten this one down, and I'm going to tighten that one down. We're just gonna put it on the ground, see how it looks. Let me just drop it on the ground. You like that little dance I just did around you, cameraman?
I did, it was nice.
I do kind of like the gold wheels, don't get me wrong. I just think they're a little much. Now, how does it look with these ones? Ooh, I don't mind that. I think these just generally work better and they appeal to a wider audience than just the gold. Because personally, I like the gold, especially if the car was lowered more. I think it'd be badass. But not a lot of people like gold wheels, let alone super big ones with a super low sidewall. So I think these are a good choice. I'm gonna lift it back up, clean the wheels up, give them a nice polish so they look super mint, and then we'll install them for good. At least this one was tight. These are going right up on Marketplace. God, those are weird. I don't know why this is even like a thing anymore. Does this look really that cool that you need to make it the mounting point of the wheel? We drove on it like that. Notice how I didn't need the hammer? I'm putting my money where my mouth is, and I'm listing these on Marketplace to see how much money we can get out of them. I actually measured these. And they fit multiple lug patterns. They fit 5 on 4.5, which is Ford, 5 on 4 3/4, which is Chevy, and 5x5, which is a larger Chevy bolt pattern. So these will go on all sorts of cars. So if you're watching this video and you really love these wheels, they might be on Marketplace for a steal. Just saying. They're definitely not gonna sell for what they were bought for a couple weeks ago, but thankfully I wasn't the one that bought them. I'm actually just gonna polish these up on the car because they have very minor chrome pitting in between the spokes, but some McGuire's polish and quadruple zero steel wool will fix that right up. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of people saying that this video is like faked or something because everything's just been kind of too good to be true. Like the Corvette blows its motor up and the next day we trade for an arguably nicer car and the trader drives from Florida to do it. But the wheels aren't that good. However, I had wheels that perfectly fit it in my wheel pile already that I honestly forgot about. Like, it almost does seem too good to be true, but hey, that's just the magic of Tom's Refurb, I guess. These things cleaned up pretty damn good. For 300 smackers plus $50 in spacers, it's not too bad. And I was willing to spend a lot more money on wheels because those gold ones are worth so much. I don't even have to break the budget because these are fitting really well. Hey, they're not perfect, don't get me wrong. These are not my favorite wheels in the world, but they look better than the gold ones. And done. At least we fixed that weird ass sound too. It was the wheels about to fall off. Now, next thing I'm gonna do before we go on any more test drives is replace the battery because it was bone dead. And I actually have a stockpile of batteries on me. If you look in here, you can see that there is a lot of wiring going on. Kind of a scary amount of wiring. But I'm gonna ignore that and not worry about it because everything seems to work. Now you can see this thing has aluminum heads on it. He said it had a blueprint top end and I can see that it at the very least has blueprint aluminum cylinder heads, which is awesome. 5-tech fuel injection, air conditioning, nice big aluminum radiator with an aluminum shroud. Got long tube headers. Just so much nice stuff. It has a dual bowl master cylinder conversion. Actually power brakes too. Like really nice stuff. This is arguably a far nicer car than that Corvette was, even when the Corvette was running and driving fine. $120 Walmart battery. Welcome home. Battery installed. Once again, getting distracted before I get gas, but there's a lot of Velcro in this car. Like part of the console is held together with Velcro. This not working tack is mounted with Velcro. Just a lot of very strange Velcroing. Let's go get some gas in this V6 F-150. It's kind of bad though. We're back and we can toss 5 gallons of fresh 93 in this thing. I'm hoping it was just out of fuel and there's not a problem with it. But judging by the gas gauge pointing to empty and this thing stalling, I'm going to guess that it was just out. Still says it's running lean, but that could be a fouled O2 sensor or something. Well, it's charging, it's got good oil pressure. Let's take it for a spin. I pulled that tack out because I don't even think it was wired in. Gotta get this trim actually installed. I've been all over the place today. I keep saying we're gonna do things, and then I get distracted and do other things. We will go on a test drive in about 1 minute. These screws were bothering me. All right, come on, cameraman. Let's go on an adventure. Let's hope this test drive goes a little bit better. Off to a bad start. Uh-oh. Oh. Never mind, it's fine. Yeah, I think the O2 sensor is just not working because that AFR does not appear to be reading right. Dome light's stuck on. Can you slam your door real quick? Or wait, maybe it's my... it was the light switch on. I think that's what killed the battery. The dome light was stuck on when we got it. Well, that's not running great. something is wrong indeed. And those tires are also rubbing horrifically. It's not running good. Okay, so basically test drive number 2 is also a failure. The front tires rub horrendously. I need to put shorter sidewall tires on them. And this thing's running really, really bad. It is stuck lean at 20.6, and that's not good. I don't really know what the issue is there. I'm personally not a fan of these aftermarket fuel injection systems for this reason, because they're very finicky. You hear the tires rubbing? That's bad. You hear it's like starving for fuel. It barely wants to move or run, and it just stalled. Front tires are rubbing.
Oh,
And,
alright, that's scary noise.
yeah, scary noise number 1, and
I noticed it's running a little rough.
it's running quite lean. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
idle. Perhaps
No.
there's a reason this guy was so eager to trade from Florida.
Potentially. That's real bad. Oof. Okay, well, wasn't as easy as I hoped. Turn itself off. How nice. Cameraman was so happy. He was like, wow, I'm so glad this trade up is so easy and we're already done working on it. And I said, cameraman, don't jinx us. Turns out he jinxed us. Thanks a lot. We believe the issue may be the O2 sensor. I've had a similar issue with other sort of aftermarket fuel injection systems, and also with the AEM wideband gauges I use. The O2 sensors fail, and when they fail, it makes it read mega lean. Now the problem with this is that this Phytech fuel injection probably uses that O2 sensor to decide how to feed fuel to the engine. So if it's reading mega lean, it's probably dumping a bunch of fuel into the motor, which would explain why it does not run well under load and it dies and it sputters and stumbles. It also looks and smells like it's running rich too, so we're gonna replace the O2 sensor, and that will hopefully magically fix all of our problems. I have ordered an O2 sensor overnight from Amazon, so hopefully that comes. And in the meantime, I'm gonna run to the local tire shop and hope that they have a tire that has a smaller sidewall than this, so that I can have this car perfectly running and driving tomorrow. It is a new day, and I was able to overnight an O2 sensor from Amazon, and cameraman's currently going to pick up tires that we found at the tire shop for this that are a little bit shorter. So hopefully, if all goes right, we will be driving this thing flawlessly very soon. Now, I've never replaced an O2 sensor on a Phytech system, but it appears to be the same style sensor as like the AEM gauges I use, using a Bosch 4.2 style connector, so I really hope that it works. Before I install it, I'm gonna see if it plugs in to where the old one unplugged, because if it didn't, that would be bad. And actually looking at it now, I can see that it does not match. Oh no, I'm really stupid. Look, I ordered the wrong one. Look how stupid I am. I can't believe I'm so stupid. I was like so confident that I ordered the right sensor, and I didn't. Oh wow. Now we have to gamble and cross our fingers that the local parts store has the right O2 sensor. Yikes, this would be bad if I couldn't fix it. Because I really want to drive this car today. It's finally not raining. I will be a very unhappy camper if I can't drive my awesome new trade-up vehicle today. We just pop this off. Yeah, that sensor is super duper like fouled up. Another one that's 15 minutes away, and they have one in stock. They put their hands on it, so we're going to get it right now. Feel that? That's Chef Dre right there, buddy. Oh, hero, my hero. Please have my O2 sensor. Hey, Declan, you used to work here. Remember that?
I did used to work here.
Declan used to work.
It's the old stomping grounds.
$113 later, I have the O2 sensor. Let's hope to God that it fixes all of the car's issues now. It'd be funny if I backed into somebody really hard and just like absolutely crushed the car, or even better if it was a pedestrian and I just flattened them like a pancake in the parking lot and then I drove away. Wouldn't that be funny? We've made it back with the O2 sensor. If this doesn't fix it, I'm gonna crash the car into a pole and then we'll trade it down again to something far worse. That'd be funny, wouldn't it?
No.
Like, if I magically traded down to a car that's arguably nicer than the Corvette, and then I crash it in that video, that'd be cool. I honestly really like these wheels. They shine up pretty good. I will be incredibly happy if this is the only mechanical thing I have to do to the car. Come on now. Come on now, plug in there, please. Click. O2 sensor installed and tied up out of the way. Now, let's install my shorter front tires. Check them out. Thanks to my favorite local tire shop, we have 2 tires that are the same width, but a fair amount shorter, and I think they'll fit without rubbing the fenders. I really hope they do. That should work, but just in case it doesn't, where's my hammer?
It's never a good day when Tom gets his hammer.
Fresh paint who? Never met her. Is it bad that I love doing that? Those might clear, hopefully, because if not, I might have to go back to the tire shop. It's looking pretty close. Really, really, really close. Well, that wheel weight's not gonna last. So much for the being balanced. My now $400 wheels, $300 rims, $100 front tires. Let's really, really hope that they clear. I still think they might rub. I really hope not, though. Oh, that looks even cooler now, though, with this shorter sidewall in the front. Not sure what that sound is, but that tire is clearing flawlessly. So I'm going to tire shine it and ignore whatever that squeak is. I'm gonna take this thing to Barrett Jackson, son. Okay, now let's see if that O2 sensor fixed our problem. I really hope it did, because I'm kind of at a loss for any other explanation as to what the problem could be. Wow. Okay, it fired up without me touching the gas. Not bad for idle. That was the throttle cable sticking.
It sounded really cool though.
Wow, that sounded badass. Holy shit. Why did the throttle cable stick? Oh, wow. Wow, that, guys, I believe was, yeah, it was. Holy shit. That was 100% my fault, and I know exactly what I did.
Oh, you forgot the spacer.
I forgot the spacer under the air cleaner. Wow. Well, hey. That's a lesson for you. Make sure your throttle linkage does not hit your air cleaner before you go wide open throttle. I kind of doubt that 3 seconds of rev limiter hurt this small block Ford, because it's a small block Ford, but that was terrifying. We won't know if it's really fixed until we drive it, so let's hop in and go. Okay, looks like I didn't hurt it. That's good. First time seeing it in any sort of sunlight. I think that O2 sensor fixed it. Oh, dude, look at the sparkle. Stand right here. You can see it. Glimmering. Oh, that looks sweet, dude. This is honestly, condition-wise, a trade up from the Vette, even when the Vette was running. I can't believe we traded it with a nearly blown up motor. I'm a little nervous. However, the car is not going lean yet, and it is at operating temperature, so I think that O2 sensor fixed our problem. Let's hope the tires don't rub. Let's hope we can make it to a gas station and actually put fuel in it.
Dang, that's so much better.
Holy shit, it's nice and firm, too. Should we immediately floor it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh! Let's pop a tire. That sounded like I popped a tire.
What was that? I think it just backfired.
No, that sounds like I popped a tire.
Did he actually?
Oh no! How? That's insane. All right, well, test drive number 3 We made it, I don't know, 20% further, and then we popped a tire. I don't know what it popped on. That was instantaneous too. It's like, psh. Oh. Well, let's limp it back to the shop, and I guess we're going back to the tire shop. This has been the messiest trade up video yet. Intense failure, intense win, failure, win, failure, win, failure, win, failure, win. It's very a bad cycle. Hey, I'm sure the tire shop still has one of the crappy tires that took off the front, so I just toss it right back on there and continue and probably pop it again because they're all old. Very curious to see where this popped. Where / how? Huh, I have a slight hypothesis. Who just handed this? Thank you. I was like, wow, the impact is very, very close to where I am. Oh yeah. You know what it is? I 100% know what it is. I should have thought about that before driving it. I didn't do any hammering. And everybody knows you have to do hammering when you retrofit random wheels on your car. I did not hammer that whatsoever. I'm also probably gonna add a small spacer, like a 5/16 spacer or something. I think hammering will fix that. Honestly, yeah, no spacer, just hammer. Josh is gonna run to the tire shop and mount one of the old front tires on that, and I'm going to keep hammering. Hey, that thing sounds good, man. What kind of mufflers are on those, you might wonder? I did the same treatment to the driver's side, and I also tossed the 1-inch spacers on the rear just to see if they clear, because that would totally get rid of this problem happening again, because I don't want it happening again. Oh, wow. It looks like we're pretty good. Might do some slight massaging up here, though, just to be sure. Don't look! We have shaved about a 1/2 inch off, which will give us just enough clearance to not have a tire rub against it and pop on the outside. Perfect. We are now hammered, spacered, and clearanced. And I can almost guarantee we will not pop any more tires in this video. Knock on wood, knock on wood, knock on wood! Hey, I didn't knock on wood any of the other times, okay? I knocked on wood that time, so we're fine. What is this, test drive number 4?
Yeah.
My very large mirror. Does everybody see the XL mirror? I don't hear tires rubbing yet. Okay, we're back on the road. We've once again reached the turn that before we were intending on testing the performance at before the tire popped. Shall we test the performance again? I'm game for that. Let me get it straightened up. I don't know how crazy she's gonna be. You ready? Oh, it runs good. That runs really solid. It shifts super nice too.
You saw something burning?
Yeah.
What was that tire?
I don't know. It's fine. We are driving it. Okay, and we couldn't drive that Corvette. Those tires might rub a little bit in the front a little. I like this big steering wheel it's got, dude. It's kind of badass. Should I give her a little extra sauce?
I do declare.
Manually shift it a little bit? Hey, with 4 people in it, that's pretty good. I'm actually really happy with that. That was one thing the Corvette did not have, an oil pressure gauge. And I do probably guess that that's part of the reason it blew. I didn't have any monitor of the oil pressure. What do we think in the back seat?
I like it.
Oh, are you guys a little hot right now while we sit in traffic? That's crazy. I've never had AC in an old school car. That's awesome. Oh, woo, a little chilly if I roll the windows up.
Oh my God, boy, put some money up in that motherfucker. I'm jealous.
Working AC too, yep.
Oh, y'all really don't put a game up. I been looking at that shit on TV, yo. I been looking at that shit. They be showing up doing that shit. It's nice, man.
Thank you.
It's a nice, got nice paint job.
Yeah, it was just painted not long
That
ago.
paint look nice.
We made a new friend of the gas station. still yelling out. He's like, I better smell some rubber out there. It won't do burnouts, but it does run pretty good. I think the atrocious highway gears have something to do with that. The tires rub a little bit still. And by a little bit, I mean a lot of it. We got one fine gentleman's approval, that's all I need. This thing's good.
It's a little spunky.
It's definitely spunky. It's got stock gears, I can feel it. Trade? Just kidding, that'd be a trade down at this point, dude. We got the show car now. Imagine we get clobbered by a Prius.
Why would you say that? Yeah, come on.
Knock on wood. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay, she was getting a little bit squirrely there. At 75, it started wandering a little bit, but this thing runs nice. Hey, you guys want to see a 30 roll? 1, 2, 3. This thing gets it. I really like this car. And to think, we traded a rod-knocking, spun-bearing 427 mismatched paint Corvette for this car that has ice-cold AC, fuel injection, a fresh paint job. Come on, haters. What can you say to this? Come on. I'm curious to see what the haters come up with on this one. You really thought I wouldn't see if it can do a burnout? It's got long gears, but let's give it a try. This Fairlane is awesome. Now let's talk about money briefly. As we know, I had $3,372 wrapped up in that 427 Corvette. Now this car has gone a little bit over budget technically. We spent $120 on a battery, $300 on wheels, $120 on new tires plus remounting an old one. We spent $114 on an O2 sensor, $100 on wheel spacers, and that gives us a total of $754, which is $254 above our budget. However, I have listed those gold wheels for $2,500, and I'm pretty darn confident I'll be able to sell them for at least $1,500. And when I do, likely in the next video, I will reduce that out of the amount of money we have in this car, so I think it will all be just good and dandy. Now, let's talk about this thing. Can we just appreciate the fact that we traded a basically blown up, mismatched paint, kinda crappy 427 Corvette for this, which I would consider a show car with air conditioning and fuel injection? It's kinda ridiculous. This thing's beautiful, it drives great, it makes a lot of power, and it has a ton of money wrapped up into it. So I am more than happy with this trade up. Let me know what you thought of it, because we're gonna have to keep on trading. I'm gonna put it up on Marketplace, realistically for like 20 grand or so, maybe a little less, maybe a little more. We'll see how I'm feeling, but nevertheless, I'm pretty confident we'll be able to trade it for something super badass in a video very soon. So stay tuned to the best damn automotive content on YouTube, where I will see you very soon, unless you want to see me sooner, in which case, subscribe to the Patreon, check out Speedy's equipment for some awesome exhaust products, and also check out tomsrefurb.shop if you want some badass merch. I love you guys so much. Thanks for being here. See you soon. Bye.